Good morning, America. My name is Nick Cotange, and this is Triangle News.
Hello, I'm Tangent Tom. What's the topic today, Nick?
We're gonna be talking about triangles today, Tangent Tom. You know?
Okay,
Oh yeah, definitely triangles today.
sounds good.
Definitely triangles.
Talk
Yes.
about it.
You know, there are so many different types of triangles, like the 45-45-90 and the 60-30-90. What is your thought, Tangent Tom, on triangles, theorems of triangles?
Okay, so today you'll be learning how to evaluate the 6 trig functions. First off, you have to find out what the angle is and what your sides are. So the 3 would be the hypotenuse, so I'm going to put an H there for hypotenuse. This one right here, that would be the adjacent angle because it is closest to this angle. And then this one would be the opposite angle. To figure out the sine, you have to do opposite over hypotenuse. So according to this triangle, opposite over hypotenuse would be 2 square root 2 over 3. To figure out cosine, you have to do adjacent over hypotenuse, which according to this triangle would be 1 over 3. For tangent, you have to do opposite over adjacent, which would be square root 2 over 1, because 1 is the adjacent, and square root 2 root 2 is the opposite one. So for these next 3, they're basically just the opposite of the top ones. So cosecant is the opposite of sine, so that would be hypotenuse over opposite, which would be 3 over 2 square root 2. And the same thing for secant, which is the opposite of cosine, which would be 3 over 1. And cotangent is the opposite of tangent, which would be 1 over 2 square root 2. And that is how you evaluate all 6 trig functions.
Tangent Tom, those are some interesting views you had on triangles there. So next up we have a hobo. We interviewed a hobo for you guys and asked him what he thought about triangles. Let's see what he has. Can you bring that up?
real quick? Sorry on these. I'm here with Mr. Elwood. We brought him into our own facilities here, and we're going to hear his thoughts on triangles. What do you have to say, Mr. Elwood? Oh, fell asleep, mister. There you go.
My thoughts on triangles are mysterious in many ways. On the streets, we go over a lot of things. They have 3 sides. That's what I know. So yeah, 3 sides, and equilibrium is equal to many people in the United States of America, and the government is so screwed up, it's not even funny. That's why I'm on the streets, really, for sure.
Alright, I'm going to tell you how to graph this trigonometric function using amplitude, period, and asymptote. So the amplitude is the height of the wavelength, and that is 1. So 1 goes there, 1 goes there, so negative 1 because that's the negative side of the graph. So to get the period, it was 2, and 360 divided by 2 is 180. 180 goes there, and then 180 divided by 2 is 90, and then you just put 90 here and 180 here, and that is the cycle of your wavelengths. Since this is not a sine graph, it's not going to go through the center. It's going to go all the way up to the highest amplitude, which is 1, and then it's going to continue its cycle. And that's how a trigonometric function is graphed using knowledge of amplitude, period, and asymptote.
Rolling!
Well, that was boring.
Very interesting. I thought what he had to say was enthusiastic and potentially life-changing.
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Have you ever noticed everything in life has to do with triangles? Like, I was eating a piece of fruit today, and it looked like a triangle. Even your daily dog looks like a triangle. Have you ever noticed
Right
that?
on, Tom. Right on.
We should go interview a dog right now.
You know what? Interviewing a dog is the greatest.
Let's go.
In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to evaluate a special right triangle exactly by hand, given a radian measured angle. So our radian measured angle is sine 5 pi over 6, and if you type that into your calculator, you will get angle 150, which is sine 150. So if we take that over page with the graph, sine 150, sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Angle 150 is about right here. The triangle always goes down towards the x-axis. That means the 90-degree angle would be here. 150, the special angle, is a 30-degree angle. So that would mean that this side right here would be a measurement of 2. This side would be a measurement of 1. This side would be a measurement of negative square root over 3. That means if we have to find the sine of this one, it would be opposite over hypotenuse, which would be 1 over 2, also known as 1/2 or 0.5. Now you just learned how to evaluate a triangle given a radian measurement.
You know, interviewing that dog was amazing.
It was very cute.
Oh yes. In that 7 seconds we interviewed him, I learned more then than I did throughout high school, literally.
Yeah, he taught me so much about triangles.
I'm mind blown. You know, But anyways, we also interviewed a schoolboy for you guys to see what they had to say. Just your average Joe out of North Marion High School, here in the area, and we're gonna see what he has to say.
It's a pretty fitting topic, speaking that this is for a math class, and it's a kid from the school that's...
I know, they got a lot of knowledge
They
under
got
their
a lot of
belts.
knowledge, yep. Okay, we're going to be trying to get some students to be interviewed. Let's check out this young boy over here. Excuse me, sir, can we interview you?
Why?
For triangles.
Oh, hold on, my girlfriend just broke up with me. She said I wasn't triangle enough.
Can you explain how not being triangle enough works?
Let me show you.
We are going to be evaluating the differential angle by hand. Our equation is sine negative 90, and negative 90 is backwards, so it's going to be right here, and this is 0, and we're going to find a point somewhere in the middle and bring it straight up to the x-axis, and it's always going to go to the x-axis, and this point right here is going to be 0 because it gets pushed back to the y-axis, and it's going to be flush with that, and in this case, this angle is going to be negative 2, and the hypotenuse is always positive, so this is going to be 2. So our equation was sine negative 90, and sine means opposite over hypotenuse, and that would be negative 2 over 2, which when you reduce that, it equals negative 1.
That was some valuable stuff you can use in everyday life.
Yeah, every day.
Our young American boys and girls are learning a lot in school, I tell you. Technology and
Very smart kid.
triangle.
So it looks like we're about to come to a close. We only have one topic left, and that's got to be the last one. What is going on over there?
Oh my god, is that a rubber? Hold on, before you leave, what's your thought on triangles?
You wanna know what I think about triangles? This is what I think.
I am going to show you how to use technology to evaluate a trig expression. Our equation is tangent pi over 4. When you take your calculator, you're going to press the tangent button, which should already have a parentheses popped up next to it, and you're going to hit second, which is the yellow button in the top left, and you're going to hit the pi button, which is right above the divided sign, and then you're going to hit the divided by, which is right next to the pi button, and 4 end parentheses, and you should get 1.
Alright, and that is all we have for today, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have a great week and weekend. This is all we have. Just tune in next week to learn about squares. Very educational squares.
Yep.
Thanks.
This newscast is brought to you in part by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Also brought to you by Subway. Eat good.